Eika gets aggressed on, trying to bait out the ultimate. Jopa cleanses it away, in with ClOx to follow it up, and oh, the stasis, I thought they finally had it. Can they get it over the line? There's the shutdown, and a TP in for Cassiopeia trades back onto Jopa. Both the carries are down, as SkewMond rotates over, but Lunddorf is there as well. The engage. And on the Partizan side, they went for Cho'Gath for Lunddorf on the last pick there, so pretty tanky matchup in that top side. I feel like Cassiopeia should be able to shove that lane around in the 1v1, but Lunddorf, as this game gets bigger.
Rightfully so. He is supposed to be the main damage dealer, but I think that Tristana pivot also helps him control the lane a bit more. Oh,
full engage onto Hantera. There's the flash burst. He still has the heal to work with. Jopa flashing in with their jump reset, and now Hantera dropping ever lower. The all-in from Partizan bot lane. It's first blood for the late game win condition. Series, unfortunately, they could not get the job done there, but there are a lot of hungry young players in the EMEA system, as there always are, ready to grab those spots. As you say, ClOx coming right up from the French 3rd Division. Rylle again lands the charm here now, and he's got the support. But a flash away from Eika, and the ult back onto ClOx. He's dropping ever low with the Twin Fangs. Flashback from Sn1lle. They really want to make this work. They'll find the 1-for-1. As Luna escaped into mid lane.
But he doesn't have his flash.
Rounds with the miasma onto Rylle there. Doesn't have his ult, does land the charm again. No ClOx here for round 2, but SkewMond's ready and waiting. And ClOx is only level 3. Walks slap bang into Wukong, forces the knock up and finds both of them, in fact. And Sn1lle around the corner, trying to get this Cassio down, but can't find her. Goes down, does Sn1lle. ClOx again on the run, and Rylle just doesn't have the damage.
Bar is set really high. And AEGIS actually is a very good team. It's a new organization as well. They took the spot of Misfits Premier. But if you look at the names, they really went all out to get really good players in Hantera, in Eika, and also in Shiganari, who sadly isn't here yet.
Oh, Hantera in a bit of a position here. Does go into the resurrection from the Zilean ultimate, but I imagine just the delay. There's the jump in from Jopa, who will cleanse as well.
Pay the due respect to this comp of AEGIS. It's really hard to engage into in that 5v5. And it's mainly because of the champions that Eika and are planting.
Now forcing the issue to get on top of Eika. They're diving forward. You can see they're forcing him to flash over the wall as SkewMond drops ever lower. He does have the Zilean ult ready though. They don't want to finish him off. No one's even that low on either side as Hantera flashes over and catches a fleeing Sn1lle. Picks up the kill for himself. Eika again aggressed on, but low, but not dead. And Lunddorf abandoned on the front line. Partisans, they tried to make it work.
Except the fact that they take the small victories, and that's all they need right now. The gold lead isn't huge, it's just 1,500 gold, but...
They just are committing, and Jopa is actually waiting in the brush right now. The second Cyclone charge, Lunddorf taking over lower, in comes by, onto the Cassiopeia with the mock-up to follow up. They can find the resets. This could be a great situation for Partisans. It's traded 1-for-1 for now, top laner for top laner. Down goes SkewMond, 2-for-1 now for Partisans. Again though, Eika, he slips away.
It's just still there. It's still not enough. Like, AEGIS is still in the lead with a 0-0-3 Lunat on Zilean.
Yeah, doing exactly what he needs to do. And just with the tools that Partizan has, you're never quite out. You can always find that miracle engage. As Eika gets aggressed on, trying to bait out the ultimate. Jopa cleanses it away, in with ClOx to follow it up. And oh, the stasis, I thought they finally had it. Can they get it over the line? There's the shutdown, and a TP in for Cassiopeia trades back onto Jopa. Both the carries are down as SkewMond rotates over, but Lunddorf is there as well. SkewMond finds Rakan, but now he's in the 1 versus 2. Hantera and Luna rotating to try and save him. A clutch Zilean ult forces the resurrection, and now Rylle piles it up the river. Everyone, one by one, marches into this fight.
Partisans are throwing really well because, in all intents and purposes, oh no, it's not over yet.
Oh, he's being blocked up by SkewMond. They get him with the Vault Breaker, but Rylle's got the ultimate still. Comes in with the charm, and they are going to find SkewMond. Now it's a win for Partisans. I was just predicting this.
Have the Ginsu's ready right now. Even a stopwatch to buy some time, but how much damage can he actually do in the fight?
He's got those key pieces. Lunddorf feeling confident to step up aggressively in a literal 1v5 scenario as the rest of his team all sitting behind him, but a charm onto Cassiopeia. Pops an early Zilean ultimate, forces the re-engage from ClOx. They really want to get this one going. SkewMond drops ever lower. It's just the close side, but a charm onto Hantera. He still manages to get away. Lunddorf flashes in and noms him up with a feast. They managed to get a kill over the line. Oh, it looked very difficult, and it still continues to roll forward. The knock corner then met up with Sn1lle in the other side of the jungle, and a quick blast gun separates them. As with all of this maneuvering, the mid lane tower is picked up as the Baron is just started up by AEGIS, really trying to force something to happen in this game. Rylle steps back, rooted Lunddorf on the front line. Let's see how much damage he can take. Partisans, they feel like they have to go in. ClOx falls though, and there's no follow-up ready. They get damage onto SkewMond, but it's just the Zilean resurrection. He's going to come right back with all the HP he needs. Partisans, the 4 versus 5. Can we still make this work? Rylle doesn't find the charm. Lunddorf burning down the double bombs from Lunate. Instant cyclone from SkewMond. It's a shutdown for Hantera. Eika on the side versus Jopa. The carry versus carry. Breaks with no kills, as Rylle will not find that AP variant of on-hit Varus is coming up more and more often these days. We have seen the Rabadons come out as well as item number 4 in these moments. As the Zhonya's gives them even more defense. The look gets the knock-up. Sn1lle goes in, but he's straight into the ultimate and rooted up. Has to go golden. Jopa on the side. You see him trying to find an angle. The Vi's already dropped to the Cassiopeia, but not sure if they want to stand by it. Not sure if they want to die on that hill, as the dragon is live. Jopa's already working on it, and AEGIS, are you going to force your way in? Are you going to muscle your way in to get the soul? Oh, charm found on the side of Eika. That's great damage as they find the soul. Sn1lle commits onto Eika. He goes golden. Can they find the Cassio? Can they catch the carry? Beautiful knock-up as Jopa finally gets the reset. Flashes onto Hantera. He is unleashed in this fight. The stasis drops left and right, but it is delaying the inevitable. Jopa finally cracks the game, and Partisans with the Baron, you know they're pushing for the end.
This shield is finally broken, and it's on the back of Rylle being on that vision control, on that control ward. The first charm almost finished the game, but he missed, and then the second one, Eika actually missteps by going there again. Rylle beautifully played there, and Partisans, they finally take down AEGIS.
What a stressful, tense, sweaty game that was, Dino. Oh my word, as the first game of a series, that one gave us so much there, and it did just come